going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So of course yesterday we did get our first official response regarding the current state of the game, and if you didn't see that video, check it out after this one. But it in a nutshell just highlighted as to why the devs know that players are going to return to the game with the new updates, etc, etc. So all of that was really cool and all, but of course the biggest complaint that a lot of people were saying was, why didn't they officially come out with a statement? Now what's really interesting is we have Crystal Dynamics Phil back in the mythical lands of Reddit responding to people, and most importantly our good friend Strum Slinger, who is actually Andy, who is the community manager, really cool guy for this game. So we've got a lot of stuff to cover because Andy points out some really cool things that are going to be coming up essentially, and how things are about to change all for the better. So as always, drop a like on this video. I don't want to be too greedy, but if we can try and get, I don't know, let's push it to 16 likes. Like I said, I don't want to be too greedy, but if we can get to that would be really cool. And did you know, if you are new to the channel, by clicking that big red subscribe button below, you instantly become a better human being, because it's been scientifically proven, so it would be crazy to not do that. But anyway, let's dive into this video. Now, I do want to start off with something that I think is really cool, because it's a complaint that we've all had regarding the skins in this game, and how essentially sometimes we do get new models, like with the weekly updates and so forth, but if you had to put like a percentage on it, probably 95% of them are just recolors. And someone did actually just post what I said in the Mythical Lands Reddit. They said this week's skins are basically one particular new model, but mostly just recolors. Now Crystal Dynamics Phil, he basically has been silent for a while but is now back, and he responded to this one, and I wanted to pick out this one because, like I said, I know it's something we all complain about, and that is that we are talking about skins and recolors internally. Your feedback and similar ones have been received. So this really just gives me hope that hopefully, I mean, the whole recolor situation when it comes down to skins more or less kind of just gets scrapped as a whole. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are definitely skins that are already in the game where you're like, hey, you know, a recolor in like a stealth kind of look for this would actually be really cool. But going on how big the Marvel universe is, in the sense of going all the way back to like, well, I'm literally talking years and years, right? If you go back into the comics and so forth, there are so many different types of outfits that these guys can implement into the game, and it wouldn't even be difficult to find these. So with that being said, I know there's probably licensing problems and so forth, I'd imagine anyway, so it's probably not as simple as we'd like it to be. But that being said, fingers crossed they do now just start to add completely different suits and models into the game, where you actually want to either spend real money on that, or just work your butt off with the challenge cards and so forth, and just want to basically, I guess, achieve that skin, right? That's basically what I'm hoping we see with that. So that's some good news regarding that stuff. But now I want to go onto the post from Strum Slinger, who is of course Andy. So what he did is he posted on Reddit, "Hi, a small update from the team." Now it's really cool that he's actually taken, I guess it matters, into his own hands to post this, because like I said, we of course had the response from Scott Amos, who is the head of the studio, so now to see it from a community manager, it's really cool. So what he says is, "Hi everyone, happy October. Hope everyone is staying safe in these trying times. I wanted to jump in here to hopefully provide a bit more insight into future patches and communication. Firstly, we are always working on future patches, usually looking 2 to 3 patches ahead, and scheduling where bug fixes, tuning, and new features will fall. At launch, we dropped weekly patches to address urgent bugs and feedback, but that will likely change to a slightly longer cycle so we can implement more meaningful tuning and features which require extensive testing. That doesn't mean we won't work towards hotfixes if needed though. As for the time of our next patch, we are aiming for it to go live next week. In terms of communication, we want to say that we are always here. Every day, all day, we see every single thread and have been bringing your feedback and suggestions to the team every week. Many of the fixes and changes in the past patches are directly due to the feedback we see here and across social media. We can't always respond with specific due to timing or shifting plans, but please note we are never ignoring you. We intend to increase communication by hosting weekly Q&As and dev live streams, which we hope to kick off after an upcoming, and I quote, state of the game blog that will answer a bunch of the questions for you. It's been a lot of work to put together, but we think it addresses most major topics of concern that we've seen here and give insight into future content. Specific to last week, Megan was holding down the fort at the studio. As an FYI, while she jumped in to help a bunch with communication at launch as senior community manager, her job is mostly behind the scenes, working with the devs to prioritize your feedback, work on patch notes, and plan upcoming community programs. On Reddit or social media, you'll often be chatting with myself, Andy, and one of my other co-workers, posting from this or the the Play Avengers Twitter account or account in general. Thank you for all your continued support. So big shout out to Andy. Andy is such a cool dude, and I'm glad that he's the community manager for this game. Super responsive when it comes down to stuff like this. Now what's interesting is two things. So first of all, of course, that we are looking at the patch to be released next week. That is something to be excited for. And then the second thing is regarding these dev live streams. Now someone did ask Phil if these dev live streams are essentially just going to be live streams as a dev, basically playing with like someone like a Twitch streamer or just a YouTuber, right, whoever it may be. Now he did respond to that saying that no, it's actually going to be a dev live stream where it will only be devs and they will be doing these Q&As, but they're not against the idea of course doing more streams with Twitch streamers, etc. So I think that's really cool, but I think with the weekly Q&As, that's going to be a big thing in the community, because it's almost going to be, although, well, should I say, we really still need this roadmap. With the weekly Q&As, we would kind of be able to figure out the own roadmap, or I guess our own roadmap as to the direction where this game is going, and I think that is going to really help this game out a lot. But again, I want you to all get in the comments below, what do you think on this? These are the two now official responses we do have from someone in the team. Like I said, Phil is now active on Reddit again, so fingers crossed we'll get some more gems from him, but leave all your thoughts on this in the comments below. And that's going to wrap up this video here. So as always, subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already. If you didn't see the video yesterday, go ahead and check that out, because someone also had a really cool glitch happen with a Captain America skin that basically needs to make it into the game. So check that out as well, but I'll see you guys in the next one. But till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.